So in the fall, a little bit different because really when we went into the teaching and learning in the spring, it was kind of in what the state had called our continuity of learning plan. It was just something that we really had to put together quite quickly. And so now that we have the time to really think about and take that feedback from what that looked like, we really want to match it more to those essential standards, with, those power standards, to what our teachers would know as scales. And maybe many parents already hear their children talk about scales at home and knowing those levels of learning that are there. So what it would look like is a lot of that technology pieces and that remote learning will be happening already in the classroom when we have that in-person learning. So our goal is really to plan that in-person learning, to offer parents those two options, that in-person learning and our virtual Vikings.
I really like that. Like you said, if the teachers are already using those platforms on a daily basis, if you have a student who might have to be quarantined, or the teacher might have to be quarantined, that instruction can continue because the platform that students are already used to is available. Kind of very similar to the Echo platform that's already used in Niles New Tech. So I think that's exciting. Also, I know that we talked about this, hybrid program. And that's something the Marion County health officials have said, don't do that. And that's the every other day or 2 days a week. And I know we got guidance not to do that. So you mentioned we have two options. We have our in-person option, which is traditional school, which we know what we're doing, and we want to continue. We want the kids in front of us. We know that's best for the families and the students and the community. But we do also know that we have a really, really good, strong virtual campus that we've already had in place for many students who in-person instruction just didn't work for them. And so we've had a lot of success. Thousands of students have gone through that virtual school. And my understanding is there's some new virtual programming, maybe at the building level next year, that's going to look a little different. Can you tell us more about that?
So what we would like to do is offer our what we're calling our virtual Vikings. Okay. So this gives the feeling that you are still part, and you are still part of Niles Community Schools, but actually closer and tied to the building for which your child is enrolled. So for example, if you were a parent with a child at Ballard, you would be a Ballard virtual school participant. So the instruction would happen online, but you would still be connected to your building, maybe through, if there's events going on, dress up days, those types of things that are happening within the school, so that your child still feels that comfort and that belonging, and you as well as a family are still connected not only to the district, but to the school in which your child belongs in that connection with that teacher. So there's a couple of levels to that, so that, you would still have that connection. Maybe you would hear from the instruction is coming virtually, but you would have some connections with teachers and mentors along the way as well, touching base with you. And
I really like that. So if I'm a Howard Ellis third grade teacher, and I'm in a classroom, and I can stay connected and attend Howard Ellis's virtual school rather than the Niles Community School virtual school, and I'll still stay. My parents can still be on the parent-teacher organization. We can still get regular communication, and then when I'm ready, or the parents are ready to bring the child back, they would already have a classroom teacher and a spot in that classroom.
Absolutely. And then you can, so you have that option then of coming back at the semester break. And with that, then, you've still kept that connection going. So that transition for both you and your child, we want to make that as easy as possible for you.
Okay. Yeah, you submitted that to me. I was looking at that, and so I'm getting ready to get some information out to parents. So we'll have that and contact information so people know how to enroll into that. And then we'll probably send out a survey at some point to ask which parents are going to come in person and might virtual. Of course, that's going to change all day. I'll tell you, we'll figure it out. I want a plan. We'll put together a plan. We'll give it to the parents. We'll give it to the community so they know what we're planning for, and then we will adjust when we get our students. And I'm looking forward to having students walk through our halls again.